Yeah, exciting win, against Bowling Green. Seems like a little while ago. Um, excited to turn our attention and focus on MACtion play and continuing to represent this university and this athletic program the right way.
Coach, what have the last 72 to 96 hours been like for you?
Pretty fun, pretty fun. It's having not a lot of sleep. A lot of back and forth with contract stuff and administration and agent and recruits, trying to capitalize on some momentum here.
It was written in the Beacon Journal. Obviously, your family has been living in Charlotte. You have your two boys. You went to St. Ed's. Now that you have this job officially, how satisfying is that for you? What does that mean to you just outside of football?
Incredibly satisfying. It's one, I haven't been in the position, before where I knew I was going to be someplace for a number of years, and to have this happen in the point we are in our lives with two young boys and where they are academically. One's a freshman, one's in the sixth grade, so there's a chance they could both be Eagles, and may have a meeting here this afternoon to figure that out.
And speaking of which, you being a St. Ed's guy, you've talked about it. How important is it now for recruiting that guys know in high school that you are the guy, right, and that you can recruit those Northeast Ohio kids?
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. It started Wednesday night a little bit. With getting a commitment, and our staff is out and about in high schools today. But there's some people looking out for that, and excited to capitalize on it.
Going into this midweek MACtion game, you guys are still looking for your first road win. Tell me how you keep your team focused amidst you getting named the official head coach and focused on the task, which is keep winning games.
Yeah, there's I said it a couple times. This was never the goal, right? Obviously, it was one of my goals was to be named the head football coach, but as far as what we talked about doing and hoping to achieve as a team, this wasn't part of it. So very much still focused and motivated by our goals and what we know we can be. I firmly believe our best is yet to come still, and we're excited to continue to try to do that and put our best foot forward, put it all together. And as you start MACtion play and Wednesdays and Tuesday nights in Muncie, Indiana, and Kent, Ohio, and places like that, it's it can be a challenge. Playing in front of some emptier stadiums, but stay motivated. People are going to remember what we do this month in November.
Can you talk about having meaningful games in November?
Yeah,
that's not always a given, and now at least for the first half of the month, you're playing meaningful football.
Yeah, absolutely. That's my head coach Dave Clausen used to say the reward for winning a big game is another big game. And credit to the guys in the locker room. We've put ourselves in this position where what we do this month is critical, right? Is to achieve what we want to achieve, we've got to be continuing to get better this month, and that's what motivates this team is improvement, and we're going to stay after it.
Can you talk about what it means to you for your staff? You had guys that came on board this year, and it could have only been a 1-year deal for them. And obviously now with you being named, head coach, that's different for them. So I guess how proud are you of your staff? And I know the focus has been on you this week, but obviously there's more to it than that.
100%. Believing and trusting in, the vision was, there were challenging conversations. There were hard moments, lots to think about for families moving around, and especially, that late in the college football calendar, and to make sure that their trust in me was returned was a big part of my goal, and I'm thrilled for everybody involved.
Ball State, obviously at home, they've beaten Ohio. That speaks volumes to what they can do. What are they doing offensively, defensively that has you worried about?
They're playing really hard. They're playing really consistently. They just like a lot of the other teams in this conference. I think when you put offense, defense, special teams clicking together. It really doesn't matter who's on the opposing sidelines. I think anybody can beat anybody in this conference, and their win against Ohio was really, really good one. It was a physical game. They've had ups and downs just like everybody else has really all fall. But this is a team that's playing really, really hard. Coach Removich has done an outstanding job in year one there, and I know they're going to continue to get better. So. We got to be ready to play on Wednesday.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
To see so many players, Coach, that have said that you gave them a shot that may have had to fight for a spot to play. What does that mean to you outside of the wins and losses, but seeing so many players that are very thankful for you in the positions that you've put them in?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody deserves an opportunity, right? And it's a credit to the guys that are here, that stood here and stayed here, stuck it out here, and they've taken advantage of that opportunity. They've earned those opportunities through what they did in high school, through what they did, while they've been here. They continue to create opportunities for themselves. So really, really, really cool to hear. Really, really touching to hear. It's very humbling. For sure. But again, it's not about me. It's about those guys. So,
how cool is MACtion to you? Just having the bright lights and knowing that, you guys are the teams that are on, and, those unique style of playing midweek football.
For sure. It's great exposure for our conference, for our young men, our young student athletes. You're guaranteed really 4 games on an ESPN network here. Sometimes you're one of the only shows in town, which is really cool. It's great exposure for our guys, and look forward to them continuing to represent us the right way.
Great, Coach. Thank you.
Coach, I know you listened to your radio interview this morning. You said you had a lot of unread messages. What's that count to now?
I haven't checked in a while. I've been in and out of some high schools. Probably 364 currently right now. So I think the highest that I saw that was 491 before I started returning some messages. But life goes on. It's busy, right? So on to the next thing.
Any other questions? All right. Thank you, Coach.
Cool. Appreciate y'all being here.